Seriously, lots has gone on since I've taken a long break. A brand new Pokemon game was just announced, new Amiibo have been released, and Nintendo of America's Reginald Files anime has retired. Yeah, we'll miss you. And what else is new? Well, nothing in the Amiibo world, apparently, aside from some new Amiibo announcements, of course. So, yeah, today I'll use my brain to offer something new in the Amiibo community, I guess. Today, this video will uncover, perhaps, the weirdest and strangest Amiibo production picks of all time. Whether it be for promotional purposes or the ones that just stick out like a sore thumb. This topic will consist of what I personally believe are some of the most odd choices of Amiibo ever put to the plastic. Now, before we get into the picks, though, I want to advise you that this is 100% my video in my opinion. You know the drill, it's like going onto someone else's lawn and crapping on them for different political beliefs, but you know, all of you are safe behind a computer screen, of course. Now let's get into the video or the comments if some of you are already giving me hate. The first pick I have on the list is the presence of the Silver Mario Amiibo. Yes, the one Amiibo most of you came here for the thumbnail, or to hate on the video. So there's a Super Mario Bros. Variant of Mario made for the Super Mario promotion, right? And they, that's a lot of Mario. They make a limited edition version of the exact Amiibo, but dipped it in pretzel and peanut butter sauce or whatever they use to coat their Amiibo. I don't know, my version of the Amiibo just smells like that. So get this, Nintendo decides to make another one, but it's silver, okay? And the reason I have a bit of a problem with this Amiibo's existence is because it felt unnecessarily entirely. Granted, the whole idea of creating some variant Amiibo with a different shiny color tint of paint is unnecessary, but at least the gold variant Mario makes some sort of sense. I mean, a perfect example of why I believe the Amiibo sticks out strangely is with every Mega Man variant Amiibo. They both have gold variants of each other, which makes sense due to their limited quantity and gold being a symbolizing color of wealth and expression of value, but they don't have a silver variant, now do they? All in all, this silver variant is strange promotion material, and it exists, so there's that. Next up on the list is easily the biggest punching bag of the Amiibo community, the Animal Crossing Amiibo. Not specifically for the design or anything, because I don't mind that. However, it's the characters chosen for the Animal Crossing Amiibo lineup. The fact that there's so many is kind of ridiculous to me, and probably to many others alike. You got these iconic characters like Resetti, Isabelle, and KK Slider, and that's understandable. But then you've got literal entire families of Animal Crossing characters joining the Amiibo train. Like that's necessary and all, because in my personal opinion, Amiibo production should center on characters that play a significant role in the story or gameplay, and not every single side character ever included in the story. It gets tough with something like Animal Crossing, but could you ever imagine Pokemon releasing all 800 of their Pokemon as Amiibo? Yeah, a lot, right? There's even more Animal Crossing Amiibo than Mario Amiibo in total too, and this isn't even including the Amiibo cards. Point being that the reason for Animal Crossing overstockage is due to some strange and trivial Animal Crossing character picks from the Amiibo treatment, and maybe a couple other trivial things. Here's a real bizarre one that is bound to happen, the Skylanders Amiibo. Yes, I said it. Both Skylanders and Amiibo in the same sentence. Both Toys to Life lineups collide. It's time for the world of Skylanders to meet with famous Nintendo icons. Kinda conceptually fitting and cool to be quite frank, but nonetheless very weird. Just seeing an Amiibo being compatible with Skylanders games is something certainly out of the ordinary, and despite not having experienced it firsthand myself, I find it very strange and confusing functionality-wise. What I think is the strangest part though is that I'm pretty sure these quote-unquote Amiibo seem to only be compatible with the Skylanders setup. So if I'm wrong, guys, please correct me on that accusation. Not much on that last Amiibo pick due to lack of knowledge and strangeness of the figurines, but I'll probably make it up to you with this next selection. Hate to break it to some of you, but I personally find both the Solaire and Loot Goblin picks very strange for quite a lot of reasons. First off, the games they come from. Notice how almost every other Amiibo was made for games rated E or T or something? Well, these two are made for M-rated games. Something most kids don't play in today's society, let alone buying successfully from somewhere with proper identification. Wait, actually, you've got 6-year-olds playing Call of Duty, I guess. So, but what I'm talking about is a basic business perspective here. Use your imagination. The strangeness about these Amiibo creations is that, don't you find it kind of strange that there exist toys-to-life figures that are meant for people over the age of 16? I guess there are real collectors of the games that would really like Amiibo figures and these characters, and most hardcore Amiibo collectors have neckbeards. Even then, it's still hard to look at an Amiibo figure that doesn't have the ages 6+ tag on it due to its association adjacent with an M-rated title. Second off, there's just one of each characters in the series, and that's okay, but what isn't okay with me is the selection of the characters. I guess that makes sense, there are at least some of the characters from the series that represent the franchise, and that's tough to select due to the series not having too many iconic or important characters in it. I'd like to see a person think of a character rep that's either super iconic or worthy of the Amiibo treatment. Lastly, I want to point out that the interesting fact is that there's more than just these Amiibo characters that hail from M-rated titles. You got characters like Snake and Bayonetta who both come from M-rated titles, but the only reason why they get a pass is because of their induction to Smash Brothers, meaning these Amiibo weren't primarily made for an M-rated title at first. These Smash Amiibo actually lead us to our next pick on the list, basically every Player 2 variant of the Smash Bros. Amiibo. There are only 3 in existence so far, and they're a strange idea to say the least. Why these characters get the treatment of Player 2? Why is there 2 variants of Amiibo that were made for the same series anyway? Do these Amiibo really need to exist? Well, they do, and we're gonna have to deal with them and their Scalper Demon Spawn sometime down the road. These seem to have the same variants as the normal versions, but with different sculpts, that is. This immediately makes them special and easily collectible. Now, I really find these Player 2 variants strange because they came out of nowhere and never came back. Essentially, these were apparently a one-time thing and no other characters got the Player 2 variants of themselves. It's like if you got all these Smash Bros characters in your collection, but then you got the 3 clones or doppelgangers or twins of the Cloud, Corn, and Bayonetta Amiibo. Twice the fun, but also twice the cash of a regular Amiibo to spend and get them. And for my final picks of this video, we've got Goomba, Koopa, and Boo Amiibo. Now, the only saving grace for me is that the Boo glows in the dark, and that's pretty cool if you ask me. Now anyways, why do enemies, despite their iconicness, deserve the Amiibo treatment anyway? I have zero explanation as why do these exist. It makes a bit more sense for something like Bokoblin from Breath of the Wild or Piranha Plant for Smash Ultimate for some degree, because those were for a brand new game and to promote that brand new game at the time specifically. These 3, on the other hand, were some of the last Amiibo in production of the Super Mario Amiibo lineup as of now March 2019, making it long late for promotional material. Again, I have to wonder why something like enemy sprites deserve the Amiibo treatment anyhow. Anyways guys, that's gonna wrap things up for me in this video. Did you like the content by chance? Hope you enjoyed because I worked hard on it. Sorry for the hiatus, I've been very busy with work lately, and maybe, just maybe, I'll put out more content soon. More diversity and spread out content, however. Anyways guys, adios mis amigos y amigas. Jeez, I hope I didn't butcher that. And also, I hope Bowser doesn't butch the new Nintendo CEO job in America.
You